kind of coach up the second unit, third unit. I mean, what does the second half of a game like that look like?
Kind of turn into a fan, kind of turn into a coach, cheering guys on, cheering guys on, trying to keep them motivated, and turn it into a coach, correcting guys, when they're wrong or when they could have did something different. So you kind of do both, kind of cheer guys on, turn into a fan, and coach as well.
Obviously, you had a lot of open field today. Can you talk a little bit about the blockers and what they're playing?
Man, my blockers up front and down the field with the receivers, they played extremely well all season, not just today, but throughout this entire season. The guys up front do a great job of communicating, making sure everybody's on the same page. And, once we get everybody on the same page, it's hard to stop this team. And then the receivers block better than any other receiving corps in the country when it comes to blocking downfield. I couldn't be more thankful to have the guys that we have on this team.
Compared to last year at this point, how good are you guys compared to last season?
We're pretty decent. We're decent. We can still improve in a lot of different areas than we plan to. So you can ask me that question at the end of the season. I'll give you a real answer.
Did you expect 70 today?
No, I can't say that I did. As an offense, we always expect to put up points. But to say that we expected 70.
Tired after that first run when the penalty got called?
Tired? No, not really. I wanted to go back in, actually, and Coach Ken was like, no, just take a break, get your breath. I was just sad. But it was all good.
When do you stop thinking about this game and look ahead at the USC game? Does that start right now for you?
That'll start Monday. I'll enjoy this day with my team, with my teammates and my family, enjoy it, and forget about it tomorrow, and then start focusing on SC come Monday.
Kenjon, how disappointing is it when you can't finish a game? You get into a rhythm. Obviously, the goal is to win, but you play a half or less than a half. Is it disappointing not to play the entire game?
As a competitor, yeah. You want to compete till the last whistle. But from a football standpoint and being smart about it, you can't script this any better way. Playing a quarter, whatever it was, you go into the next game feeling brand new, feeling fresh, rather than, taking a beating throughout the entire game. Now you have to worry about getting your body back to 100% the following week. So, like I said, as a competitor, you definitely want to play to the last whistle, but as a smart football player, you understand it.
Do you worry at all that the team hasn't really faced that fourth quarter adversity yet?
No. So like I said last week, I'm glad that we haven't had to. I feel like if you can get up on teams and you can blow teams out, then why not? Why let it come down to the fourth quarter where anything can happen? So to say if I'm worried about a fourth quarter challenge, absolutely not. I know what this team can do. I know where our mindset is, and I know how our preparation goes. And because of how we prepared throughout the entire week, I'm not worried about any fourth quarter game.
It seemed like the start of the Arkansas State game was kind of the high water mark for you guys coming into this one. How did you feel like the first half today compared to that?
I think, we started this game extremely well. But it's like I said earlier, there's always things that you can get better on. There's always things that you can correct. You're never as good as you thought you were, and you're never as bad as you thought you were, once you go and watch film. So I'm sure there's things that we can correct, and I'm sure there's things that we will be able to correct. So.
The 8-0 start, Kenyon, how do you feel like that has prepped you guys for what lies ahead next Saturday?
Say that again?
The 8-0 start, how do you feel like that has prepped you guys for what lies ahead with USC next Saturday?
As far as the teams that we play, they've gotten us going. We've able to learn from games, watch film and learn from that as well. But as far as from the 8-0 has nothing to do with it. You still got to go out and compete, and you can't think about anything from past.
How much does last year's game here stick in your minds collectively as a team when you go against USC?
I just thought about it once you asked the question, so I guess I should answer it. Last year is last year. We're a completely different team with different players. They're a completely different team. So they got one on us last year, but that was last year. It's an entirely new year.
Where do you think you stand in the Heisman? Is that what you thought?
I don't know, man. I don't worry about that. That's not my concern. I don't wake up every morning like, oh, I wonder where I stand. It's it's an honor to be in that category, but it's not something I worry about at all.
How do you feel like you're running the ball right now?
I feel like I'm running pretty good. Coach Cannon definitely got my attention back. You know, when we played Washington State, you know, about my running style. So I feel like I'm progressing and getting stronger as the season goes. So I'm pretty excited about that.
It seems like your O-line has gelled a lot more as the season's progressed. Is that what you see back there running behind them? Have they started to coalesce a little better than they did at the start of the season?
My offensive line has been great. Just like I said earlier, you know, when we communicate and get everybody on the same page up front, you know, we do a damn good job of moving the ball, running it. You know, we get 5-6 yards a pop. And if you can do that on each and every down, you know, 2 downs, that's the first down, you keep the drive going. So offensive line has been great.
Kenjon, have you made a concerted effort to be more of a leader? And can you pinpoint a time when you did start making a real conscious effort that, hey, this team needs me to speak up?
It's not so much that I've had to make an effort. Just as an older guy, you feel that obligation. You know, with me being here as long as I have been and knowing where we want to go as a team and knowing where we can go, you just take it upon yourself to be that leader. And not only me, but every other leader that's on this team has done the same thing. You know, there's not one situation that I can pinpoint where I feel like, okay, I have to be a leader. I have to go into this mode. You know, we have a great team of leaders, but not only that, we have a great team. You know, there's a lot of guys that aren't so-called captains or leaders, but they very well could be.
You're on your third quarter. I mean, you're playing for your third quarterback right now. Can you sort of compare Marcus to the previous two and in huddle, even though you guys don't huddle, in meetings, I guess, in meetings, demeanor? Can you
Well,
sort
for
of,
meetings wise, you know, we're never really in a meeting together. You know, we meet by position. So I have no idea how he is in meetings.
personality-wise, so compare him to
Oh, they're
the
three
guys?
completely different guys. Darren was definitely the more vocal, energetic guy. Kind of made you feel like you needed to panic a little bit. You know, that's how energetic he was. With Masoli, him and Marcus are kind of similar. Both are real calm, cool, and collective guys. Never really stressed. There's never a panic about them. There's never really a sense of urgency that they have. You know, it's always level. They're never up. They're never down. They're constant. And so, I mean, I think that's good for the team.
You realize it takes guts to wear that hat in order to play.
I like the hat. It's a good looking hat. It takes guts.
Why the shout out to the Sonics?
No shout out. I just like the hat. You know, they say it's a risk. You know, it's a risk driving an orange and black car, but I do. So, you know, I just like the hat.
Anything else, guys? All right, thank you.